Another commentary channel. North Korea. Land of splendor, mystery, intrigue? It's definitely not splendor, but you could say mystery and intrigue. Today, we're going to look at some facts about North Korea. Just a little quick rundown. The country is about 48,000 square miles. Doesn't sound real. And as of 2020, about 26 million people lived in North Korea. North Korea is actually bigger than South Korea, covering 55% of the Korean peninsula. This is clearly a case of bigger not being better. Despite this country boasting the world's largest stadium, it can seat 150,000, it is an impoverished, squalor-driven hellhole. We're going to look at the juicier facts about North Korea. Something I personally find very interesting, compared to South Korea, North Korea has a lot of natural resources. After the two countries split, South Korea obviously went capitalist, North Korea went whatever that is, whatever we're calling that. It would be like having gold bars in your garage that guy down the street doesn't have, and somehow you can't liquidate that. Somehow something is so wrong with you as a country that people won't do business with you. That's what it is, actually. Nobody wants to do business with them since their inception. What reasons? Who knows, really? But I mean, it looks to be North Korea's fault. If you had to believe North Korea or any other country, wouldn't you just believe the other country? This next one actually really surprised me. You can be sentenced to death for pornography, Bibles, and movies from South Korea. Man, they really don't like the Korean film industry. Are other movies okay? Can you send American movies? Probably not. No, the answer's no, of course. All right, dude, get this one. Get this one. North Korea. North Korea says, hey, look, we're a despotic, squalid hellhole, and wouldn't it be great if we could try to get that attitude out there into the cosmos? Let's start a space program. And so, obviously, this is going to go nowhere. It's going to go nowhere. The acronym for this is NADA. N-A-D-A. North Korea. Another thing you might not know about North Korea is that there's only one operating system. It's called Red Star OS. While the prince plumps his pretty puckered Pyongyang, his people are starving. I mean, who didn't see this one coming? Who is surprised by this? The people in North Korea are starving, and in the 1990s, 2.5 million people starved to death. Not a good look, not good. That's 10% of the population. Totally insane. And I think the most interesting part about this country is that there really hasn't been any objective transparency into why they are actually so terrible. I don't think anybody really knows why. Like, nobody has seen the dust settle yet. We're still living this. These guys are idiots, and they suck at running a country, and it's been familial. It's been about 50 years, 70. It's been around for about 70 years. You know, if you got some guys in your town and they have a shitty restaurant, it's very similar to that, you know? It's only when they try to sell the restaurant that it's revealed that, oh, dude, look, here's why. They were setting $1 million on fire in the break room every day. That's like what North Korea is. There's something clearly something is missing. Something is terribly wrong with them at large. It is unclear what that really is. This is all symptomatic of a country that the ultimate decision comes down to one individual. At least that's what their thing says. Whatever they call it, not a constitution probably. Whatever the North Korean constitution says, it just says, whatever this guy says, if he wants to shoot you with anti-aircraft artillery, he can. If he wants to light all the goats on fire in this country, he can do that. It says it right here. Generally speaking, that's the biggest fact you're going to learn here today, is that it's just a terrible country that's just being mismanaged, right? It's just like a business. It's just more people, so many people are dying. If Kim Jong-un came in to a job interview, I would think that his look was a bit lazy, and I would judge him on his sort of sadistic demeanor. So I wouldn't even trust him to do basic data entry unless there was no other candidates. All right, dude, come on. Strangely enough, North Korea does not tax its citizens. And I think that it's easy when you're not making any money. The official ruling title there is theocracy, democracy, try necrocracy. That's right. North Korea is the only country that it says it's being run by a dead man. That is because in a very rational and sane turn of events, Kim Il-sung, he declared himself eternal supreme leader. Everything about that was accepted by real human beings. Real human beings said yes to that. At one point, North Korea was the world's biggest counterfeiter of United States $100 bills. Now, this is something that they actually seem to be pretty good at. You know, they're not killing people, right? Give them, maybe we should hire them to make bills, but just not our bills, right? No, that's a terrible idea. Who knows? But they were the best counterfeiters. North Korea was the best counterfeiter of the $100 bill. So much so that they had a different name, which was the super dollar, by the people that detect these coming through. They were killing it. Honestly, North Korea, I mean, they got something to it. There's something to it. It's safe to say nobody's ever counterfeited money so well as North Korea had. Great job, North Korea. Counterfeited your way into our hearts and our minds. In North Korea, you are not allowed to be named after the eternal supreme leader. Very, very normal. Look, honestly though, I'm not really a fan of their names, so let's just say I did live there, it wouldn't be on the list for me, personally. I mean, I'm sure I would be distracted by many other things. To add to this, people in North Korea are actually convinced by the state propaganda that they are the only Korea. There's only one Korea. I did not see this one coming. It turns out rollerblading is really popular in North Korea, especially in the capital, which is the only place that could have consumer goods, maybe, like rollerblades. So apparently drugs are common and everywhere in North Korea. I don't know, it says unregulated, but this same website at the top said it's illegal to smoke marijuana in North Korea. Prison camps are rampant. Jesus. There's like uncommon, kinda common, common, and then very common, and then rampant is maybe 2 or 3 tiers above that. Rampant is everywhere. Rampant means they're everywhere. So at any given point, the government of North Korea has around 175,000 people in an internment camp at any given moment. Another thing you might not know about North Korea, the current guy that's in charge, he put his uncle in front of an anti-aircraft gun. It shoots a missile. It shoots a missile. What is that? Is that a gun or is that a missile launcher? He put him in front of an anti-aircraft artillery piece of military machinery and he blew him to smithereens. Quite literally. My friends, this happened, I believe, in like 2018, blowing people to pieces with anti-aircraft artillery. I mean, that one has taken the cake since I heard it. I mean, that's why I'm doing this. This list is a genesis of that moment. It turns out that Kim Jong-un wasn't actually supposed to be the successor to the parasitic Nada dynasty. It was supposed to be his brother. And then what did he do? He said, I'm going to poison you in an airport in Malaysia. And that's exactly what happened. North Korea poisoned Kim Jong-un's brother. Let that sink in. Another thing you probably don't know about North Korea is there is a list of 28 government-approved haircuts that you're allowed to source from for your haircut needs. It's probably nothing. It's probably not the policies of this country subtly coming through, but people are shorter in North Korea than they are in South Korea, on average, and just overall, anywhere you look at it, it's irrefutable. People are shorter in North Korea. Totally not a coincidence. Totally a coincidence. North Korea doesn't celebrate Christmas, which is weird because I'm pretty sure they wear green and red hats. Healthcare is free in North Korea, but why would you want to be revived? Healthcare apparently is free in North Korea. That doesn't mean that there's a standard that's been set for the care that you receive. Look, I'm sure that they can set a broken leg or do a heart surgery, maybe. I mean, they've been keeping Kim Jong-un alive. First of all, the healthcare is probably not as comprehensive as necessary for the average citizen. Any country that will let you literally starve to death, what do you think? They're gonna be paying extra to keep you alive? Ridiculous. They have a severe shortage of medical necessities. The average salary in North Korea for an employee or worker, $5. $5 a month. What's up, dude? Oh man, I'm pulling in $60 a year, baby. $60 a year. North Korea ranks dead last in the Freedom Index.